It's over for Superman. What's going on, everybody? Hit that subscribe and let's get into it. All right, so look, let's say how it is. After 35 days of Superflop being in the theaters, guess what? WB has officially announced that it's going to streaming in 3 days at the time of this recording, because today is August 12, 2025, and in 3 days it's going to stream on August 15, 2025. They were supposed to push it to the 25th or the 26th, but now they're moving it up. You know why? Because they're desperate. They're trying to get every penny then they can, and they can't. It didn't make money at the box office. Say what you want, and they're still struggling. I'm glad, because this whole James Gunn reboot was trash. It was slop, and it was a disaster. You wanted to reboot everything with DC. You should have stuck with the Snyderverse. You should have continued with the Snyderverse. And for that, we will stop at nothing. We proved to you that we are the majority. You couldn't beat Man of Steel. Say what you want. You clowns have to accept the fact that Superman flopped. It tanked. It didn't do well at the box office. And the money that's coming in right now, you clowns are ridiculous, because you're trying to praise and say, oh, that the money that it's making, they're making money. Let me stop you there. You have to split that in half, and that's what they're making at the box office. That's going to go to them. But guess what? It's just going back to what they made with their budget. And even with that, they're struggling, because the other 50% have to go to the theaters, and it has to go to other sites that they do whatever it is that it comes to it. 50% they keep, and in-house, what are they making? They're making crap. They didn't make the money that they thought they were. All you clowns that were out there saying Superman's gonna make $1 billion on day one, we proved you wrong. It didn't. It couldn't even pass Man of Steel. This is how successful the Snyderverse is. That 12 years ago, we got with Zack Snyder and Henry Cavill, Man of Steel, and 12 years you had to redeem yourselves and prove us wrong. But what happened? You did the opposite. You proved us right. Because the Snyderverse sells. Restore the Snyderverse. That's it. We need everything back with Zack Snyder. And in due time, we're going to get that quality back. All you bozos and all you clowns, keep on enjoying your little 5 minutes of fame with James Gunn. Because guess what? Come November 2026, when his contract is up, guess what's going to happen? Rumor has it that WB is not going to renew it. That's the fact. It's coming. All of this that you see that is coming out, that James Gunn is announcing, is because he's desperate. He says that they didn't have to make money at the box office. Now he's saying that, that didn't affect them. And then he start making fun of us, the Snyder fans, because we know what's up. When he put that little thing in the movie with the monkeys and stuff, making fun of us. Yo, I'm glad that this movie tanked, because we're proving to you that we've always been the majority. And guess what? The return of the Snyderverse is right around the corner, baby. The same way that you clowns and bozos said that the Snyder Cut would never happen. But what do we have now on physical and digital? That's right. The beautiful Snyder Cut. Say what you want, but those are the facts, and it's coming. You know you can't stop it. There's no stopping us. We will stop at nothing. That's our motto. Every time we tell you that it's going to happen and you tell us to move on, guess what? We come out even stronger. We trend. We are united. There's no stopping us. And that is the fact. These numbers, when you see this, it's telling you. The whole thing with WB with this reboot, they couldn't even make higher numbers than the Batman that they did with this whole, Matt Reeves and everything. And this is why I'm telling you. You think James Gunn is going to allow Matt Reeves to do the Batman 2? Not while he's still there. He's going to try to delay it or get it canned. And I can't wait for it, honestly. Because it's showing you, you know what? You should have gone with Ben Affleck, and you should have done the Ben Affleck movie. Because even Matt Reeves said that was going to be awesome. But he chose not to do it. He wanted to do it with Robert Pattinson. And now you have James Gunn coming out, trying to reboot and doing everything that he can to, quote-unquote, erase the Snyderverse. Come on. Come on. There's nothing that you can do to stop it. It's forever going to be part of DC's history. So now, Superman had its theatrical run. In 3 days is going to streaming. How sad and pathetic is this? The desperation of WB is serious. It's real. It's completely a disaster. Everything that James Gunn puts out is just trash. Nobody's interested. Nobody cares about Peacemaker. Notice how nobody's talking about Peacemaker except James Gunn. That's it. Nobody's talking about Peacemaker because people don't care. They're done. They're moving on. That's why, because people are tired of all this trash. People just want good, solid entertainment. And that's what the studio has refused to give us. When you don't give us that, then we're going to keep on holding our wallets closed, and we will keep them locked until you give us back what you took from us, which was the Snyderverse. Until then, we will keep on fighting, and we will keep on asking and demanding, because in the end, we are the fan, the customer, and the consumer worldwide, and we have spoken with our wallets, and we sent you a loud, clear message that you don't give us what we want, we will not give you money, and we will not support you. Enough of this bull crap, honestly. We are the customer. We know what we want. Listen to us. Give us what we want, and you will succeed, and you will win the rewards. But until that doesn't happen, this right here is what's coming with it. You thought that you could reboot with Superman, and you couldn't beat Zack Snyder's Man of Steel that was made 12 years ago. Think about that. 12 years you had to redeem yourselves. And what did you do? You did the worst that you could do. And you proved us right. Because we told you, Zack Snyder's Man of Steel will forever be the most successful Superman. And that level of quality at WB with DC will never return. And they know it. This is why the studio was like, as long as we make 500 million. Yeah, because you're trying to make back what you spent. And even with that, you struggle. You get what you freaking deserve. Hit that subscribe, drop your comments, and until next time.